We've all seen this background before, and we all seen how the bed shakes when I move, so I'm gonna try not to move this time. What is up, you guys? This week, okay, it's Friday, and I know it's Friday because I had prom last night, and I had a bunch of stuff going on this week, but that's no excuse. So, here is my video on a Friday night at 10:30 at night. This is a video about all of my pet peeves, and I start to think of my pet peeves as they come along. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. So I figured I would do a pet peeves video because I feel like I have way too many and it's gonna be long, but I'm gonna make it short. So let's get started. Number one, my biggest pet peeve, well, honestly, one of my biggest ones, is when people cannot clean up after themselves. That is so annoying, is that they're always leaving messes and other people have to clean up after them and they just can't be responsible and they don't take the blame for it. So they're just like, oh, I didn't do that, or I don't know who did that. And I'm like, let's be real, it was you. Can you please just clean it up? Like, it's so annoying when people just do that. Like, if the in the bathroom particularly, when people don't clean up the water after a shower, or when the sink is all wet because they just brush their teeth or wash their face or whatnot. Like, people don't understand that that's absolutely disgusting to the next person, and that needs to get cleaned up, or because then it's gonna get on my shirt and I either have to wear it to bed or I have to wear it for the rest of the day, and I don't feel like changing because I picked that out for a reason. So please clean up after yourself. People are texting me, but they respond with their reaction to something. Like, okay, if that doesn't make any sense, I'm going to say, for instance, oh, sorry, I can't hang out today. Like, I have an essay due tonight. And then people will go, oh, okay. I'm like, please don't say oh, because that makes me feel like I'm doing the worst thing in the world by rejecting you. Because I have like more, I have priorities, and you're just making me feel like I'm pushing you aside. Like, when people say oh, or in particular it's like it I don't know what it does to me, but my mind is making me think that you think less of me. And not that I'm have low self-esteem or whatnot, but that's just annoying because then it's screwing with me, and I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? And it's just please don't do that, especially because if it's a text. I mean, obviously people do that, but don't text that to me ever. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm trying to tell someone a story, but then they keep going, okay, yeah, okay, for sure, yeah. Like, if I'm trying to tell a story and you keep doing your little ad libs or whatnot every time I say a sentence, then that's throwing me off task, and that's what I'm paying attention to, and it's really annoying. And literally every time people do that, I'm always having to take pull it together and try to forget it, and it's not gonna happen. And that's just save the comments for later, please. I'm trying to tell my story. Thank you very much. Okay. The next one is gonna sound like I'm a hypocrite, but I hate it when people are late for things. I try to be early or at least on time when I can. But when people are late, and sometimes they have a reason to be late, but sometimes if I have something planned or whatnot and they're just late, it's not like it's a professional thing. Obviously it's not oh, they're late to school. I hate that. I could not care less if they were late to school. But if I want someone to hang out with me and I get ready at 5 o'clock and I am ready and they're not ready, then I have to wait around. and I don't like waiting around. But the only times when I'm late is because it's like a car thing. Like I'm always having the one to have to drive. And so like I mean I can't control the traffic and I literally leave at the right time. But it's another one that is segueing into another pet peeve is drivers. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but some people literally drive all over the place. I was driving, get this, it's senior skip day today, but I had to go into one of my classes because I have a project due on Monday. So I went into my class, but before that, I was driving to school, and there was this guy in front of me who was going really slow and kind of like swerving all around. And like, it's in a residential area, like, you're only going 25. Like, there's really nothing that, like, I don't see why you would go slower than that. And like, it just, something was totally off about with that car. They were stopping in the middle of the intersection when it came to a four-way stop, and like I was just like, I was honestly scared even though they were right in front of me. Like some drivers like need to learn how to drive, because when people don't use their signals, which is another pet peeve of mine, that's annoying, because people don't understand that if I'm, for instance, at school and I'm walking in the halls and you bump into someone, like, of course they're not gonna say, like, oh, 1 second, I'm gonna, like, scooch over to the left. Like, if you bump into people in the hall, that's fine. You're not costing any damage because you just bumped into them. They're not gonna break their arm because of it. But if you don't use your blinker and if you're switching lanes and I'm right there and you don't see me, that's gonna cost money. That's not just a bump, that's damage. Like, please be careful. Please use your signals. Please look where you're going, which is another one of my pet peeves. A lot of these might be about driving, is when people are on their phones. Like, do you have to be so invested in your cell phone that you can't pay attention to the road? Like, if you are so invested in your phone, like, take an Uber, take a Lyft. Like, it's not worth it at all. Like, I'm getting too heated into this. But some people just don't understand the importance of, like, especially on the highways, like, you're going fast and you're on your phone. Like, those just don't mix. That's like throwing spoons in like a blender. Like, it doesn't work. Like, you're just gonna get a bunch of like ding 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 ding, and that's not what we want. It's not what we want. No spoons in the blender for me. Thank you very much. The next one, I would like to say that I am pretty self-sufficient. And so when it comes to things like school and whatnot, and people are asking me for a pencil or for a piece of paper, that gets kind of annoying because I'm stacked with all my school supplies, and like, I bring my stuff and I have enough for me. That's why I literally only bring one pencil to school, and if I don't have that one pencil, I'm basically screwed, because I hate it when I have extra pencils and people notice it and they're like, oh, can I borrow your pencil? And then obviously they won't give it back. So I only bring one pencil to school, and I always make sure I have it with me, or else people are gonna try and take my pencils from me. And that sounds ridiculous because pencils are literally $2, and so are like sheets of paper. And that's exactly my point. If a pencil is $2 and a notebook is like $5, you can just go find $7 and just buy it. Like, I don't see what the problem is. If it is September and people are asking for a pencil, it's like, where were you in 3 months of the summer where you couldn't get a pencil or a notebook? Going to be the grand finale. I hate it. Hate it when people use my things. Let me tell you, my clothes. literally anything else. My mugs, if you know me, you would know that I am like I collect mugs and I love my mugs and I cherish them. And if anything were to happen to them, I would honestly cry. And I have before over a broken mug, and it's the worst thing ever. And my mug collection means so much to me because I really love mugs. Everyone has their thing. Mine is mugs. Please don't use my mugs. You have your own mugs. And there are times where I have bought people things that reflect what they've borrowed from me, and it's petty. I'm not gonna lie. And I just need to make sure that they're not borrowing my things again. Like, for instance, buying people mugs, or buying people makeup, or buying people, or giving them my old shoes or clothes so that they don't have to take them because they didn't want to wake me. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. Please don't take my stuff. It's mine. If you were to ask me, can I borrow this? Chances are I will say yes because you asked nicely. But if you're just gonna take it, doesn't work that way. No, thank you. No, thank you. Please don't use my stuff. Please don't use my stuff. Alright, now that I have cooled off, I think it's time to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that it's another Friday video. Whew, but I've been super swamped and I'm trying to post every week, you know that. So, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next week. And next week I'll be out of school, so I'm going to try to put my best effort into next week's video. I won't let you down again. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Please like and subscribe and comment down below one of your biggest pet peeves, and I will make sure to read through those and like them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.